toe to leather to crank us up. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will go to work first. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll sneak it. The Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Handoff from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fakes the grab. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on him.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the ball comes to rest right there. So Michigan's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Quarterback on the keeper. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Using his legs, it's Dupree. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the 1st down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 25, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. To the air, it's Edwards. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive line.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Badgers! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. Finds a crease at the 20. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because 1st down he got sacked, 2nd in California. He's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the 1st down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this 3rd down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. Hard running there. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. There's the pressure. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. As much a part of Wisconsin as cheese and brats feed that running back for first downs.
It's crazy, Reese. They don't find the most highly recruited guys, but they find tailbacks who are dudes. And Ron Dane to Jonathan Taylor to whoever it is, they always find a bell cow running back at the University of Wisconsin.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The Badgers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll try the right side. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure's there and he lets it go. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Badgers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. He's got him. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. The hand to the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Dead center perfect, and that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's McCulley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. And the missed connection on third down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, he gets a positive gain.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Anthony. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And now the lead is even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Badgers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the run to start this second half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Caught close to the marker, it's Priestcorn. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Wolverines are on the move. Wants to throw again. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches, and this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route. But you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. After an unproductive 1st half and opening drive of the 2nd half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a 1st down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He's got it, first down and more. Touchdown, Michigan. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. On the run, it's Dupree. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give on the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. The quick out. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Badgers have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
To the air, it's Edwards. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
On the run, it's Dupree. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And this drive feels like it's just gone on forever, right? The clock is just ticking away. The defense is aware of that. It's got to be frustrating because you just allowed another first down, fresh set coming up. You've got to do something to stop this bleeding.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against our top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badgers. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He's got an open man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And
the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. Slings it downfield. Makes a connection. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Breaks the tackle.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Bring in the heat. Oh, he's got some space. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Wolverines will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Wolverines!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times.